Hello everyone and welcome back to the Kiki. I want to thank everyone for joining me this evening, and I hope you had a wonderful day and having a wonderful evening whenever you guys are watching this Kiki. And if you're part of the replay game, do not forget to let me know in the comments hashtag replay game, okay? So welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You guys know I have to shuffle to keep my hands a little busy. So no live readings today. Maybe some other time. But don't forget to hit that like button as you guys come on in. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not part of the family already. And hit up the shop. The shop is obviously back open, so hit up the shop for your intention oils. Valentine's Day is coming, so if you're looking for love or just want to promote some self-love and self-care, definitely hit up the shop for your love intention oils, your pain relief oils, your money oil, your protection oil, and also your bath salts as well, because I got love, money, and protection bath salts as well. And candles, fixed candles, which are Reiki charged with Reiki energy. Great for manifesting anything that you want to bring into your life. Money, love, and protection. And to ward off evil, negative energies as well, to block those. And if you're interested in a tarot reading, book a tarot reading as well, or runes, or a bones reading, because I do bones readings as well. And if you want to have a Reiki session, I have a continuous special price of $25 for new clients for 1 hour sessions, and $65 for returning clients, and that's a 1 hour full session. That's including the scan and hand placements for Reiki. So definitely visit the shop. Look forward to seeing you guys over there. And with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the Kiki, because it might be a little short Kiki today. So, but first and foremost, I want to send my condolences out to Tyree Nichols' family. He was the young man that was killed by the cops in Memphis. Hey Sheila, how you doing? Thanks for joining this evening. So I want to send out my prayers and condolences to Tyree Nichols' family. It was a horrible way to pass. What got me about that was the fact that it was 5 other officers of color that perpetrated this crime, because it's a crime. And they was immediately fired. Now, when George Floyd was murdered by the police officers, they wasn't immediately fired. So I took note of that. These men was immediately fired, and I was saddened by that. I was happy about it, but also was a little angry because they was immediately fired. But you couldn't do that when with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor was murdered by the police officers. Just saying, you couldn't immediately fire them. You put them on administrative leave. So basically, they was at home being paid. And I do apologize for my video is acting up. So if it keeps it up, I'm just going to go ahead and stop the video before we but I am a little angry about that, because the black officers was immediately fired, and you know, the white ones wasn't immediately fired. So and being placed on administrative leaves that's stupid. They still getting paid. Just saying, you know. But George Floyd, his murderers are more. One I know for sure is in jail. He's fighting that too, and the other ones are looking at jail time if they're not already in jail. And then we got Breonna Taylor. So I'm hoping Tyree Nichols' family get some justice, because just horrible. And also the rumor is that it might have been a personal issue, that one of the allegedly one of the other cops attacked him because he had involvement with his alleged girlfriend or whatever, or a lady friend. But I don't know if that has been officially proven, but so it's alleged at this point. But either way, this man did not deserve to die the way he did. So prayers and condolences go out to the Nichols family, and I commend Tony Hawk and everyone else that is bringing light to the situation and fighting for justice, and actually actively working to set up a memorial for Tyree Nichols. So I want to get that on out the way. So let's go ahead and okay. I'm hoping that's not true. Are you saying about him messing with the cop's girlfriend or whatever? I was hoping that it's not true. So I'm praying that it wasn't that type of thing, but that came out. They gonna come up with anything to like low-key justify what they did. There's no justifying this, because what I read just today was that the cops involved, some of them took off their body cams before the assault. I mean, really? Why are you taking off your body cam? You're supposed to have that on at all times. That should be on at all times, to prove that it's a reason why you got into an altercation with a person, that they assaulted you first, or they was being aggressive and you had to take aggressive action. But you allegedly turn yours off, so that's suspect. And if they come out and say that they body cams was broken or dysfunctional, yeah, that's even more suspect. So we are definitely watching this situation as it plays out, like any other situation that comes up when an African American person or a person of color, period, have interaction with officers, and it makes the news. So we definitely going to be watching it. So it sucks. Something needs to be done, because this cannot continue to happen. Just saying. But let's go ahead and jump into tonight's Kiki. Now, the first story I want to talk about is this OnlyFans. Trying to bring it up. Okay. This OnlyFans model, she had like extensive plastic surgery done. Extensive, as you can see. Now she's running around here with what she calls a uniboob, because her other boob exploded. It just popped. So now all of a sudden she wants to go back to her natural body. I mean, she self-professed was addicted to surgery and addicted to body modifications. That's her right. But she got like over 300 cc's in basically in each boob, and one popped. So what the reconstruction is going to look like there, because she might have just damaged a lot of things in her breast area, you know, is what's left salvageable. And now it's just a shame that it took for one of her boobs to pop for her to get the willingness, the desire to go back to her natural self. I mean, it should not have taken your boob to pop for you to want that. You have other celebrities that are trying to go back natural, because now natural is in. You got Cardi B taking out her her injections and her derriere. You got Kim K doing the same thing. You have, look what happened to K Michelle. She went through umpteen different surgeries and probably still have to go through a little bit more surgeries just to remove and correct what she's done to her body. I mean, you're doing these so-called upgrades to your body, but you don't know the damage that you're causing to your body, and you might cause illness to yourself, because sometimes your breast implants leak. You hit the wrong thing, or something, hit you, and something might pop depending on when you had your breast augmentation done. I remember reading a story where this lady had a boob job, and she was on a boat, and the boat, the sail, it swung back at her and hit her in the chest, and her breast implant popped and it was leaking, but she really didn't know it was leaking until she started having illnesses. And I think that lady actually eventually passed away due to that. So it's just sad that it took this to happen to her for her to have that desire to go back to natural. And now, like I said, it's like this fad, or this desire, this intense desire to go back natural. You see, I listed at least 3 celebrities that's going back natural, but you got many more that's coming in that are celebrities, and ones coming into celebrity that still want plastic surgery, and that's their right to want plastic surgery and get that done. But to have it done, and then you live that life for so long, and then all of a sudden you decide something happens, and then you're like, oh well, I'm just returning back to my natural self. Really? I'm like, it should not have taken this to happen for her to want to go back to her natural self. I mean, I pray that when she starts her journey, if she's sincere in it, that it goes well for her and her recovery is successful. But she got a long road to go, because why would you want boobs that big any bloody way? I mean, to me, I looked at the other pictures of her, and one was so big and one was like half the size of the one that you're seeing now. And I'm just like, they're like lopsided. They're not symmetrical. Usually you want something that's symmetrical, and those things were not symmetrical. And I don't know. She gonna have to go through some extensive surgeries, especially because I'm looking at her right now and it look like she's had her derriere done as well. So I don't know, but I wish her well on her journey. And if hopefully she is returning back. She wasn't telling a fib when she said that she wanted to return back to her natural self. But it's like I said, it's just sad that it took something like her boob popping, which is dangerous in itself, to want that desire, and she didn't come to that conclusion on her own. It's just crazy. And she's an OnlyFans model. That's going to definitely affect her bag, because people are paying her for what she looks like now, and hopefully that continues when she goes through her surgeries and everything like that, if she's sincere in going back to her natural state. But I wish her well. But just crazy story right there. Now, the Grammys had happened over the weekend, and your girl Beyonce, let me get it to your girl Beyonce made history. She broke a record. She became the most decorated Grammy winner, because I think she got like 35 now. Sorry. So I think she outbeat. Hey Paris, how you doing? I think Beyonce beat Whitney. I think she did. And then other people had big nights as well. You have Viola Davis becoming an EGOT. EGOT means that she got EGOT status, so that means she has an Emmy. She now has a Grammy. She has an Oscar, and she has a Tony. So she reached EGOT status. Something that Beyonce is trying. Excuse me. Beyonce is trying to get as well. But Jennifer Hudson, I have to install that. Jennifer Hudson got her EGOT status too. But last night Viola Davis secured her EGOT status, and congratulations to her. Also, Lizzo won Record of the Year, I believe. So shout out to her. That was an awesome win. And dude, I didn't watch the Grammys live, but I saw snippets on YouTube and Facebook. Dude, that 50 years of hip hop, that slapped. That slapped, seriously. That slapped. I thoroughly enjoyed the 50 years of hip hop. They couldn't get everybody on there on that stage, but I was happy with who they put on there. Dude, I was just like, the Sugar Hill Gang was playing. I was like, dude, that LL came out and did his thing. Ice-T came out and did his thing. The remaining members of De La Soul, Run DMC, Public Enemy. Dude, you had Chuck D and Flavor Flav actually singing together on the same stage, and there was like no beef. I was so happy. Then you have some current rappers, you know, Lil Baby, Lil Uzi Vert, some people Glorilla, some people I don't know nothing about, but I was so happy to see who I saw. So I was like, Nelly was there. I was like this. The Rough Riders was there. Salt and Pepper. Queen Latifah came out and killed it. That was like the best part of the Grammys for me. That was the best part of the Grammys for me. And Adele, love her. Adele is out here living her best bloody life. I'm sorry. That woman is living her best bloody life, and I'm here for it. Because she is like, what you see on screen is like, I believe it's her authentic self. So I'm sitting up here like this. Just to see her and Lizzo just having so much fun. I was so happy for them. I was so happy for them that they was just happy to be there, you know, and in the presence of Beyonce, because they stand Beyonce. So that's the way for me to circle back to Beyonce. Now, Beyonce had that major accomplishment, so kudos to her. But she didn't get album of the year, and this is yet another time she did not get an album of the year. She lost out to somebody else, and I'm looking like, when are you guys going to give her album of the year? I'm like, she be kicking out some good albums now. She should have got it for Lemonade. I'm sorry, she should have got it for Lemonade. That was an amazing album. That album you could listen to from number one all the way to the end, beginning to end. There's like literally on Lemonade, literally no song should be skipped. Now they might be played out of order, you know, but Lemonade was like the best thing ever. And I'm not even a Beyonce stan, but Lemonade was like the best thing ever. And the Renaissance was good to me. I liked it. You know, that's a bop. It's you could technically play that from beginning to the end, but it's something that you really I really rock with, you know. Cuff It, that's amazing. Break My Soul, You Won't Break My Soul, love it. Church Girl, love that one too. So that's just three that right off the top of my head that I actually will listen to, you know, repeatedly. It might be a couple of more, but I haven't listened to the album in a minute. But Beyonce really deserved album of the year, so I'm hoping and praying that she does get it, because I'm looking like this woman has put in work. She has put in work. So Grammys, y'all need to work on that, because that girl has put in the work. What more do she need to prove? She put in the work, give it to her. But that goes without saying. Did y'all know Uncle Snoop ain't got no Grammy? Uncle Snoop ain't got a Grammy. I'm looking like, why Uncle Snoop ain't got a Grammy? Uncle Snoop deserve a Grammy. I'm just saying. Give Uncle Snoop a Grammy. Not an honorary one either. Give him a Grammy. He deserves it. You know, honor him. Deserve it. I didn't catch the Motown celebration, so I need to watch that. But I did see Coco, Ice-T's wife, jamming to it. And I was just like, get it, girl. She's so cute. Da 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 da. There was some little controversy because they allegedly saying that some dude was watching their daughter kind of in the wrong type context. So I'm really hoping that is not the case because, dude, look, Ice-T will get you. I don't care. He older, but he Ice-T, I wouldn't mess with him. Because Ice-T came out there singing Kill a Cop, and I was just like, boo. Yeah, Tupac got one, though. Tupac got one, but he got his posthumously. But it'll be nice to give Uncle Snoop one. That would be nice. That would be nice. Because, I mean, he low-key does deserve a Grammy. Just saying. If y'all gonna recognize Dre, recognize Snoop. Just saying. Come on. And then there's that performance by Sam Smith and some woman. And they was talking about how demonic it was and this, that, and other. I'm looking like that's the same thing y'all said about Lil Nas X. But y'all saying, you know, y'all really went in on Lil Nas. People really went in on Lil Nas X. But this was like soft compared to Lil Nas X. Even, you know, the Satanists is saying like this. We agree with Lil Nas X version. And Satanists don't believe in religion, period. You know, they believe in you are your own higher power. They don't believe in the hereafter. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in devil. So they just call themselves Satanists. I don't know why they came up with that name, but because they all going to be associated with Satan. But they don't even believe in them. So let's just put that out there. Because they keep making that clarification. But they agree with Lil Nas X version versus Sam Smith. You know. But I'm looking like, you know, it's a performance. Was it creepy? Maybe. I didn't watch it. But it's your traditional view of hell and Satan. So people are saying that shouldn't have been on the Grammys, this, that, and other. So basically saying, you know, that's further tells you that the Grammys are, you know, not of God, basically. So I'm just like, you know what? I can't get into the political part of this, but y'all make my head hurt. This was a performance, and if they doing some weird stuff and bringing it to the masses, that's on them. They gonna have to meet their maker at the end and explain themselves. We control what we watch, and if this is what we watch, then you agree with it, you know. But if you see it as an art form and a performance, and look at Faust, the opera Faust. I mean, that could be viewed as demonic, but everybody and their mama go see that. Because it's a play, it's an opera. But what's the difference? I'm just saying. But the Grammys seemed like it was a really eventful evening for everybody. And I'm just happy for those that won. And it looks like they're starting the people that should win are winning. But it probably still being fixed. Just saying. But kudos to Beyonce. Oh, and another thing. So while she out here breaking records and things like this, and I really love this term, so I've been throwing it around because, you know, she announced her tour, her Renaissance tour. So Miss Beyonce is out here trying to get everybody's refund checks before IRS, you know, send them out. So she's basically saying, okay, excuse me, I'm announcing my tour. The ticket prices are like up like literally like starting almost like at $1,000. And they're selling out, of course. Everybody they want to see Beyonce. I don't knock them. But dude, starting out at $1,000, you know, $900 and up, and I was just like, dude, that's like people rent. That's like car notes and things like that, you know. $3 grand? 3 grand? Is that for one person or for 3 people? I'm looking like they paying these prices for it to see Beyonce. They paying these prices to see Miss Beyonce. But I'm sitting up here like this. I know somebody is going to be like low-key recording some portion of it. So guess who's going to be catching it on YouTube? Me. Because I ain't about to be paying them prices for. I can see if you was Prince, Tupac, or somebody like that. But, you know, they put Beyonce. I mean, I wouldn't even, because I probably would have had a damn heart attack, just saying. But I'm assuming it's like 3 people because it's $3,000, and I know that the prices is like is a grand. You know, if you better be like, you know, passing out gold coins and, you know, giving me a part of your outfit or something, you know, autograph. This better be all inclusive for me to pay some type of price like that. This got to be all. I'm taking a picture with you, you know. I'm in your wheel, something. But just for the experience. Now, Beyonce is one heck of a entertainer. You're going to get a show. I'm going to tell you that. You're going to get a show. Dear God, 3,000. She must got floor seats. She must got floor seats. Wow. That's crazy. But people out here and paying these prices for it to see Miss Beyonce. So she about to make a mint. So I'm hoping that this tour go really well for her. I really do. And then on top of that, she also released some new Ivy Park. So she out here for people coins. She out here for people coins. And people are paying these coins. So more power to her. More power to her. But I'm looking like this. Don't be shocked if this may or may not be her last tour, y'all. Don't be shocked when she starts saying, if she start talking about she gonna retire. Don't be shocked. Because after everybody, you know, clowned her for this last album, talking about they don't understand and this, that, and the other, you know, that takes a knock on an artist's, you know, self-esteem. So don't be surprised if she start talking about retirement and not touring anymore, or pulling a Sade talking about I'm going to release music every 10 years and I'm just going to sit back and enjoy my family. So don't be shocked when y'all start seeing her or hearing her say things like that. Don't be shocked. And then another thing that happened on the low end, low vibe energy end of the Grammys. Now there was a tribute to Takeoff, and Quevo was part of the tribute. Yeah, she not hurt for no money. She ain't hurting. And like you said, people out there paying them prices, they figured it out. They gonna figure it out. They on Affirm. They affirming them tickets. Taking out, Affirm is a loan. They taking out loans for these tickets, foregoing rent, and they want to see Beyonce, and they more power to them. So there was this tribute to Takeoff, and Quevo, of course, was a part of it. He was a major part of it. But evidently the Grammys wanted Offset a part of it as well. So I don't know if that was previously agreed upon that Offset will be part of the tribute, or that they try to insert him. They already made an agreement with Quevo and this other person to do the tribute to Takeoff, and then at the last minute they try to insert Offset. I don't even know if that was Offset's idea, or if the Grammys kind of like brought it to him without Quevo knowing. But allegedly there was some type of heated exchange and or fight behind the scenes before the actual tribute was done. And you could hear in the video, one video at least, you could hear Cardi B talking about hollering, "You both wrong, you both wrong." So I'm hoping it wasn't like a full-on fight, but they're blood family. and they lost not only a band member but also family. They're all blood. Quavo and Takeoff, they were uncle and nephew, and Offset is their cousin. So they're family. So I'm hoping that it wasn't a full-on fight to a point where there's no coming back from it, because dude, Takeoff was murdered November 1st. We're now in February. So we're like 3 months into the grieving process for both men. So there's hurt feelings on both sides. There's hurt feelings. There's resentment, probably guilt on both ends. Some blame on both ends, because, hurt people. So they both are hurting, and they're going to eventually start hurting each other. And that's kind of what's happening. I believe. But I'm hoping that they fix this and grieve not separately, but at least try to grieve together and come through this dark period this dark period of time, not just as former bandmates, but as a family, So hopefully at some point they could see that. At some point they could see that they're still family at the end of the day. And they really should be there for each other, irregardless of what happened between them as bandmates and whatnot. At least for Takeoff's sake, come together and grieve for him and make tributes to him together as not just a family. Hey, Erica, how you doing? Thanks for joining. But not just as band members, but just as family. Just come back together as family. That's one thing they can do for Takeoff, is try to heal together, grieve together, and heal together as a family. Because letting this stuff play out in the public, that's not good. And Takeoff probably wouldn't want that, because for all intents and purposes, Takeoff was a peaceful man here on this earth. He was unproblematic. He might have had some run-ins with some police officers. Some with the law, because there was a lawsuit or something like that against him. But he was unproblematic. You didn't hear too much about him causing problems and fights and this, that, and the other. And you got two hotheads here. You got two hotheads, and they're going to be hotheads. And they're going to resort to attacking each other. You attack me, I'm going to attack you back. But Takeoff wasn't like that. And I honestly believe Takeoff wouldn't want them to be fighting each other. He probably would want them to come together as a family and heal. And be able to, if they start healing, the rest of the family will start healing. But they're taking away from the healing of the entire family, because they're at odds. They're letting their animosity, stunt the healing process, the healing and the grieving process, because everybody focused on their animosity towards each other. What Quavo gonna do? What Quavo saying out there? What Offset doing? What Offset saying? Da 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 da. So hopefully, I'm really praying that they get through this, because they are still grieving. And grief, you can't tell people how to grieve, because everybody grieve differently. So, but this is probably their process of grieving. This is how it's showing up. So it's unfortunate, yeah, and it's unfortunate that it's playing out in public, because it should be something that's played out in private, because they're family. This is something that should be done in private. So they could publicly grieve and honor Takeoff, but all that other stuff, that should be talked about, squashed at home, behind the scenes, not in public. People should go ahead and let them grieve, let them heal in their own way, not telling them how they should do this and how they should grieve and what they should be doing for Takeoff and this, that, and other. Let them figure that out themselves. let them figure, they're grown men, they can figure this out themselves, but hopefully they could come together eventually and let the animosity go be tabled, at least for a while, for at least for in memory of Takeoff, and for Takeoff's sake, at least do that so they could get through healing and get through doing tributes to Takeoff, you know, because this is still fresh for both of them. It's fresh for his fans as well, so there's that. But again, I want to thank everybody for joining me this evening. I figured it was going to be a short Kiki because not too much. The Grammys pretty much took over everything. Oh, and Tom Brady done retired for the second time. He say it's official now after he done reneged and everything on Giselle, his now ex-wife. That I'm pretty bloody sure that's the cause of their divorce, is because he retired and then all of a sudden he decided that he wanted to go back to playing football the same day he announced that he retired. Exactly. But there's that. Tom Brady is now retired officially, and it looks like he won't be taking that ESPN sportcaster job until next year. So he missing out on the 2023 Super Bowl and all of that good stuff, which is the Super Bowl is this weekend, this Sunday. So, but yeah, that fool done retire for the second time. So, whatever. Let's see. I mean, he went through a whole dang on divorce because he refused to retire. Now he's divorced and now he wants to retire. And Giselle out here playing with her martial art trainer. Lord, it's just sad. But look, they both got what they wanted. So it is what it is. But thank you guys again for joining me this evening. Don't forget to like the live. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks on the 20. I think it's the 26th. I believe it's the 26th. When I will see you guys again. But it will be posted on my IG. So definitely follow me on Instagram, House of Kamisi, and Twitter as well. So everything will be linked. So again, thank you guys for joining me this evening. And I will catch you guys in the next Kiki. Good night, everyone.